So first and foremost, I'll invite you to take a seat wherever you might be in your space, if you're choosing to follow along. And just go ahead and let your arms lower by your sides, feet on the floor, just grounding down. So if you're on a higher chair that I'm demonstrating today, you could just sit at the edge of your chair until both feet are flat on the ground. This, of course, is also available standing or to be seated on the floor. So you get to choose. And then I'll invite you to close your eyes if it feels available. You absolutely can keep your eyes open. Just look down gently in front of you or above the screen if you're choosing to have the screen in front of you. You could also just have it aside and let your eyes and body take a little rest from the electronics. And then just pause. Either the hands are draping by your sides, or maybe it'll feel better for you to place hands on your body. So I like to have one hand around my heart center, on my chest, and the other somewhere in my belly, just to find a connection. And there might be a sense of ease, or there might be a sense of discomfort. So just notice what you sense. And then draw attention and awareness to your breath. So really just acknowledging how you're breathing in and out. Notice how the body receives the breath in. Notice how the body releases the breath out. Stay here for just another 2 or 3 breath cycles. And then this last round, see if you could notice where the breath is coming from and leaving from. So is it more belly, more chest? You don't need to change it. It doesn't need to be fixed. It's perfectly perfect just as it is. But just acknowledge if it feels really supportive and serving for you. If it feels shallow, it's coming more from the chest and you're not quite using your diaphragm or the diaphragmatic breath that we talk about sometimes in yoga. And when we do focus on the breath, every time we inhale, just imagine activating that sympathetic nervous system, which we need to be energized and to take a step forward and to do what we need to do. And as we exhale, we're targeting and focus on the parasympathetic nervous system. So we could pause, we could rest, receive, and restore. So we inhale. Pause at the top perhaps, and then let out a soft, gentle, long exhale. So for the next 2 or 3 rounds, see if you can lengthen the breath on its way out. So just inhale, and then focus on lengthening the exhale. A common tool in the practice is to count how long it takes for you to fully receive the inhale. And see if you could come to a near doubling the count as you exhale. Again, inhale and count. Use your fingers if you'd like, or silently to yourself. You're welcome to enjoy a pause a little longer, holding the breath in without any stress or strain, and then find a comfortable exhale longer than your inhale. Awesome. So you can continue to focus on the breath and just allow the body to start moving, or just let the breath now come in and out naturally. As we begin, some shoulder rolls, maybe shrugging the shoulder only. Your arms could lower or not. Bringing the shoulders up and down or all around. Just creating some movement, some circulation, some blood flow. Roll the shoulders the other way. Maybe your elbows want to circle out one way and then the other. Just an opportunity to explore. Your wrists maybe roll out one way and then the other way. Good. And then take bigger circles, reaching your arms out and up, forward and down, back, out and up. You could have smaller circles, so they could just be right here if you're watching, or all the way around. Good. Just opening up some space, take the circles the other way. Again, big or small, either is perfect. Good. So it's about listening to the body. This present awareness is what really draws this sense of self. And with that self-awareness in our practice, using the body and the breath come to stillness, then it supports us using the body, the breath, and the mind in our life. So we get to practice observing and witness our experience without diving deeper into the story, without diving deeper into the narrative, and without attaching or dwelling in that space of discomfort or pain or suffering, right? So again, just hearing what you need to hear right now, but acknowledging that we have the power within us and the wisdom within us to change our mind, to change our brain, to change our mind. So as you sit up tall, now just noticing anything that's happening in the shoulders and arms, bringing a keen sense of awareness, just layering, 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 unlayering, unlaying, layering, unlayering. So we add information and then we peel it apart. So we can get into the core where our wisdom lies, the insight that our body has in store for us. So that's the essence of what we're working towards. Lowering the right ear down to the right shoulder, just taking that in, whatever you heard, whatever landed, and whatever didn't land, just let it go. And check in that you're breathing without holding the breath. You could bring the right hand over to the left side of your head, getting a little bit of pressure, not too much, not necessary to do too much. You're also welcome to lower the left hand down, just let the fingers drop by your sides. Notice now what's happening in the neck, shoulders, the chest, just drawing an awareness to it without judging it as good or bad. And then let it go slowly, let the head come back to center without just slingshotting it up. The arms return back down and breathe. You could stay in the pause in the center as long as you like, and then when you're ready to explore the left ear to the left shoulder, you might notice something happening in that neck area. And then decide, left hand over to the right side of your head or not. Right hand reaching down, sitting up taller or not. Everything is a choice here. Breathing with that choice, and also know that you could change your mind. But giving yourself space and time to make any adjustments that your body needs. Letting that go, chin could come down to the chest if you'd like, or just to return the head back upright. Letting that be whatever it is, letting it go, whatever it was. The next movement, you'll reach your arms out or in front of you, depending on your shoulders. As you inhale, the arms come up. And then just give yourself a little twist to the right. Your torso moves and the hands come down, allowing this twist to take place, unfold. As you breathe in and out, your inhale lengthens you to sit up taller, and the exhale twists you to deepen the twist. Inhale, sit up taller. Exhale, deepen the twist. And again, inhale, sit up taller. Exhale, deepen the twist. If it's there, if not, just stay as it is. Good. Look forward first, bringing your head back to center, the arms on your knees or lap. To the second side, arms inhale, reach them up. Twist from the rib cage, the torso to the left, and then hands lower for support. So imagine them like levers, just twisting here with every exhale. Try to keep the shoulder away from the ear, so don't let them creep up. Just inviting softness as you twist. Inviting breath as you stay here. Let the head come forward first when you're ready. Everything else follows next. Awesome. Just breathe. So also when we move in this pace and in this way, we're activating those neurons, releasing neurotransmitters, and we're really elevating our emotional and mental state. We're also creating clarity, focus, and improving our attention. So we live a mindful and present life. And we stay engaged. Next, we'll reach your arms both back up. Good. Lower the right hand only and hold on to the chair or the leg of your chair and allow a side bend to occur. Just invite it to occur without forcing it. So you might come in and out a couple times. Remember, this could be done standing or seated on the floor. Finding that place of stillness where you might consider it an edge. So if something is arising in you physically or mentally, just notice it. And then see if you could be with it. As long as there's no pain, just be with what is here. So mindful practice, as an example, I notice a little twinge of sensation in my shoulder, and a little tingling in my hand. So maybe you feel something similar or completely different, so just witness it and then come out. Allow that arm to lower down. Breathing in and out. You'll switch sides when you're ready. Right arm reaches up, left hand to the outside of your chair or leg, and then again tilting over to the left. Try to keep your right hip down on your seat or the ground, or your leg on the floor if you are standing. Only go as far as your body allows, not forcing any more than that. And return to upright. Release that, let it go. Wonderful. Pausing, no rush, nowhere to go, nothing else left to do. And if you watch this again, you could fast forward the introduction and put a timer on for however long you have, whether it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes. Next, you'll go ahead and bring your hands to your knees or your lap, and also give yourself some space to open your legs a little wider. Give you a side view. From the side view, legs are wider, seated on the floor or standing. You could also do this. And then an undulation of the spine. So you're going to lean forward, inhale, and then round back, hold your legs as you tuck the chin, exhale. And a few times, inhale and exhale. So just rocking forward and back. Lifting the sternum, opening up the chest, and then rounding the back, tucking the tail. Once or twice more. And whenever that feels complete, let it be enough. Practicing letting enough be enough, sitting up tall. Good. I'll continue with the side view for the next movement. Inhale, arms come up. As long as your back allows, you're going to take a fold. So hands could be in front of you and they lower. And then sit up. Inhale, arms might come out to the side. And maybe the arms come out to the side as you fold. So play with that. Either arms out and up, out and down, or forward and up, forward and down. And then do that once or twice more. So find a rhythm with your breath. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhale. And next time you fold, if the body allows, stay in the fold. Exhaling, let the head drop, the whole upper body. Just fold it over the lower body. Hands might just slide up your front of the legs, bringing yourself upright. If you feel lightheaded, that is and can be normal. Just try to be with the breath and the body without creating any angst or nervousness around it. Just observe as it settles and dissipates. Everything is temporary, so just witness the experience without dwelling or attaching in it or to it. And staying as you are, I'm just going to turn forward for the next demonstration. You could inhale, the arms reach out, and then I'm just going to invite you to give yourself a hug, or imagine you're hugging a tree. So hugging a tree, your hands will stay out in front of you. Hugging yourself, arms will wrap around your body. Then you're going to alternate that with your breath. So notice which hand is on top, which arm is on top, and then alternate. Inhale, open. This is if you're hugging yourself. Maybe exhale, tuck your chin. And then again, you could close your eyes, find their rhythm. It doesn't need to look a certain way. Know that nothing is right or wrong here. Not good or bad. Just breathe and move. So it's similar to that previous movement we created, undulation forward and back, but this time we're involving the arms. And then just let that be whatever it is. Let the arms open out and down. Hands could be on your legs or by your sides. Deep breath. And so just scanning the upper body. We worked a lot with the neck and shoulders, arms and back. Let's see if we can get into the legs, hamstrings, and hips. So side view again. Just allow one leg to extend forward. Good. You can turn the toes up and then lower the heel to the ground. If you're not feeling a stretch in your hamstrings, you might need to sit closer to the edge of the chair and try not to fall off of the chair or dip the chair on the ground. Good. If you're seated on the floor, just still extend one leg out and just have the opposite knee bent, okay? So if you are seated in a chair, since that's where I'm demonstrating from, with the toes turned up, you could start to lean forward until you feel a stretch wherever you feel the stretch. For some of you, it's in the back. For others, it'll be in the hamstrings, the back of your thighs. And continue to fold only until your body says, stay here. So when the body says, stay here, listen and stay. Just breathe. Notice whatever else is happening in the body. And also notice if you get pulled out of the body and into the mind. Just return to what you experience in the body. Let your body be an anchor to this moment and changing your body's chemistry, supporting your well-being. And slowly come up. You pause for a moment. And if you'd like, just an add-on as an option, you could hug that knee into the belly as you sit up tall. Maybe you roll out the ankle. You could wiggle the toes, roll the ankle the other way, and maybe wiggle your nose. Good. Go ahead and lower that leg down. Adjust your seat if you need to. You know what? You could even stand up for a moment if you've been seated for a while throughout your day, depending on what time you watch this. And then sit back down if you choose, or stay standing. Extend the opposite leg out. So even if you're standing, I'll demonstrate that. You can hold your hand on a chair, table, and then sit back in an imaginary chair. Even though you're standing, you still have the one leg forward. Good. So anytime you repeat this video, you can alternate and see which you like best. Back to a seat for me to demonstrate, extending the other leg forward, turning the toes up. Inhale, sit up, and then fold until you feel a stretch, and then let your body stay. I'm still here, just giving you space to breathe. Notice what you notice, what's arising within you. Is it patience, impatience, resistance, or acceptance? Whatever's here, just let it be here. No judgment, no attachment. Just say hello. And then let yourself come up. You could hug that knee into the body if you keep your spine growing tall. Roll out the ankle and toes if you'd like. And then let that go. Good. I'm going to come onto my toes and lift my heels as I inhale, and then lower the heels as I exhale. So heels up, heels down. Inhale, exhale. Just moving some blood through the bottom of our legs and into our feet. Good. Another 2 or 3. Again, standing, you can do that. Hold on to something if you need more support for your balance or not. And then just come to pause wherever you chose to be, standing or seated. Eyes could be closed, hands could be on body. Just pausing and recognizing what's happening now. Where's my attention being called to? And then is it right to stay or shall we move on? First acknowledge, and then make a choice to stay or move on. And return to the breath just for a moment, being still as you are, with all parts of you. All parts of you that make you you, let them be here. Just notice who's home in this body right now. What part of you is home in the body right now? Just noticing what's here. It could be a lot, it could be a little, it could be a word or a feeling. What's the feeling? If there's a feeling, just notice what that is. Another breath technique, as we did earlier, is an inhale and then just letting the exhale be longer. So this one, you could just keep balance by breathing in to about 4 count, holding at the top for about a 4 count, and then letting it out for a 4 count. Hold it at the bottom for a 4 count. So we'll call it square or box breathing. So inhale, 2, 3, 4, pause, 2, 3, 4, slow exhale, 2, 3, 4, pause, 2, 3, 4. So give yourself a couple more rounds on your own. When that feels complete, just return to your natural breath. Just a moment to take a tour of the body, or a body scan, we also know it as. So from wherever you are, if you're standing, I would invite you to sit for this if you haven't already. And just bring awareness to the soles of your feet, tips of the toes, the arches, the heels. Aware of the ankles, shins, and calves. Knees and thighs. Your whole right leg. Whole left leg. Aware of how you're sitting, what the seat feels like, all parts of you that are holding you up in the seat. Around the hips and pelvis, aware. Belly and back, just aware. Feeling into the breath. Hands, the right hand and fingertips. right wrist, right forearm, right elbow, right shoulder, left hand, left fingers, left wrist, left forearm, left elbow, left shoulder, both arms here, just notice. The neck, the back of the throat, the tongue, whole mouth. Just noticing maybe the chest rise and fall. And into the cheekbones, the whole head, eyes, ears, nose. The back of your head, top of your head, just notice whatever is here. And then just really be in the body, so living this moment in this body, just as it is, just as she or he is, or they. Noticing she, he, or they, who's here. And just coming back to the head, the top of the head, the back of the head. Just awareness through the face, the expression in the face, through the musculature, through the fascia, the skin. Everything that holds your head and face, through the ears and throat, your musculature system, your skeletal system. Back into the body through the organs, the lungs, liver, spleen, pancreas, kidneys, gallbladder. Just moving through all of your organs, through the pelvis, the reproductive organs, into your legs, just awareness of the whole body. Really just finalizing the scan through the feet, just noticing if you push into the floor with your feet, if your feet are just gently touching the floor. How this body supports you, holds you, takes care of you, and takes you through this life. Since you were born, this body. If you'd like to have a soft touch with a hand somewhere along your torso, chest, belly, or both. Maybe a slight bow, the chin towards the chest, to acknowledge yourself. Thanking yourself for showing up to do this, to watch the recording, to embody your presence, to experience your body, and to dance with your breath as life force. To be more supportive to your ways of being, your habits and patterns, with kindness and compassion. And if your eyes are still closed, keep them there, and everyone's welcome to rub your hands together, make a little bit of friction. And then either gently place them around your neck, your head, or just over your eyes. And feel that, whatever that is for you. Taking it all in, the darkness and the light, as you start to blink your eyes open and allow yourself to come back. So before closing this down, I just want to thank you. I would love it if you checked out my website or follow me on Instagram. It's the InBody, as one word, INBODY, journey. As a yoga